Welcome to Spooky Saturday, where the stories tend to make you stand on end, and I'm not talking just hair. Your sanity is optional here, so let's dive into tonight's tale.
Not every Spooky Saturday begins with a ghost or a shadow in the hallway. Sometimes it begins with something stranger, something in the sky that shouldn't be there. Hello, Paranormal Poet. My name is Sandra. Well, you already know that by now. But I wanted to share something with you that's been stuck in my head ever since it happened. I was sitting outside one evening, completely alone. Nobody was home, and the neighborhood was unusually quiet. You know those moments when your own thoughts almost speak to you? The little voice in your head that says, "Hey, look over there." Well, that happened to me. Something told me in that very moment to look up into the sky, just above the left side of my house. And when I did, I couldn't believe what I saw. 3 hovering lights in formation. At first, I thought it might have been a plane, but it wasn't. It wasn't a helicopter either. The reason I know? There was no sound. Not a hum, not a whir of blades, nothing at all. Instead, there was this object just hovering in the night sky with 3 bright lights glowing on it. Only 3. I sat frozen, trying to wrap my head around it. It didn't make sense. Every aircraft I've ever seen has more than 3 lights, and every single one of them makes noise. But this thing was absolutely silent, which made it even more unnerving. As I watched, I remembered hearing about UFO sightings over Lake Erie, reports of strange lights moving silently in the distance, and it made me wonder at that moment, had I just seen the same thing? The lights didn't flash like a plane's. They didn't drift like lanterns or bounce around like drones. They stayed steady, locked in place, as if whatever it was watching. The longer I stared, the more I felt like this heavy silence pressing in. I was feeling intense anxiety all around, and as I stared at this strange set of lights, I couldn't help but notice that there seemed to be some sort of intelligence behind it, sort of like it was observing me. Well, that's what I thought anyway. After what felt like forever looking up at them, the lights began to slowly move. Calmly, they didn't dart off like you'd expect. They simply faded into the distance until the sky was empty again. Eventually the spell broke. My body finally listened, and I got up and went inside my house. I shut the door, locked it, and sat in the dark for a long time. Even then, I couldn't hear a sound outside. No engines, no fading hum in the distance, just quiet, as if nothing had ever been there. But I know what I saw. And here's the thing, I don't consider myself someone who believes in aliens. I've always thought those stories were just exaggerations or people mistaking something ordinary for something strange. But after that night, I can't deny what I saw with my own eyes. If there was ever one place in the world where something like that might appear, it would be here, in Pennsylvania. This place has a long history of strange lights, unexplained sightings, and eerie stories whispered from one neighbor to the next. So maybe I don't believe in aliens. Maybe I still can't say for sure what that was. But I do believe in what I saw. And I will never forget those 3 lights hanging silent in the night sky, observing me. If you enjoyed this true story and wish to see more like it in the future, don't forget to hit subscribe if you are new, click that like button for me, and comment what moment did it for you. If you love true, paranormal, scary stories in audio-only format, you are in the right place. So tune in every Saturday at 9 p.m. PST for new stories every week.
Through the static and the silence, a whisper calls your name, a voice that chills your spirit, yet soothes you all the same. In the dark, the tales unfold.